everybody, and welcome to Fun King Garage. Oh, wait, no. That's the other channel. Welcome to Fun King 3D. Welcome to Project Talk with James and Glenn. I am Glenn from Fun King 3D, as though you guys don't already know that. And of course, with me, as always, is my brother from another, monster today, James. Or Slash and Stab. I'm not really sure. Are you Slash and Stab? Or,
yeah, instead of print and play, it was slash and stab. I was supposed to be wearing a mask, and then everything kind of went to.
I didn't know if like you were Slash and Kay was Stab, or
depends on the day, I guess.
Depends on how bad you are normally. So, I'm not even sure what's going on in the chat, but Nadav was number one today, was in first. Stated to win, and I agreed, and then said, I will email you my address and you can send your big. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be ad printer, but we'll leave it as ad printer. And I said that would send me to the poorhouse. So, but Builders Mark is also here. Alan Osborne, Ollie is here. True is popping in. Hello, True. John Mack is here. Clint is here. And Uncle Ron is here. John Mack, I need to reach out to you, but I'm really bad about procrastinating about stuff. So, if you drop me an email at glenn@funking3d.com, I'd appreciate it. I need to talk to you about getting some stuff embroidered. Otherwise, that's it. So, everybody have a good... Kidding. So James had a little bit of a skeleton accident, which could be a really bad thing, if it was like your skeleton. But so he's attempting to fix it without 3D glue. Should never be without 3D glue.
They don't like us Canadians for it, so Actually, I think you can buy it in Canada.
Oh, I'm sure they've got it overseas now too.
Who oversees that?
Somebody overseas. Oh, I hear it. A jingle jingle. It hasn't shown up yet, but I heard a jingle jingle. Mark throwing down 10 US dollarinos. Sponsored by Jolt Cola. All the sugar, twice the caffeine. I used to like Jolt Cola. It kind of tasted like flat Pepsi.
This is not working at all. The leg that I thought I had perfectly glued on just teetered off and fell off.
That's really sad.
Yeah,
no 3D glue, but I'd say your next best bet is some epoxy. But
I got nothing, and this glue is hardening, I guess, before I can put the parts together. I don't understand. But
Uncle Ron's writing new song lyrics there. So I want to throw something out. It's for those of you who don't know, which y'all should, because you should be following me on the Twitters. This is only going to be an hour-long stream because it's Halloween, but I didn't want to not stream because we didn't stream last week, and I'll leave it up to James if he wants to share on that. But so it'll be a short stream so that I can take Zach out trick-or-treating. But I threw an idea at James that I could just share publicly the StreamYard link in the chat, and if you have audio and video capabilities, you can make an attempt to join us. And I say an attempt because you come into the room, and if I don't like you, I won't let you in. No. I don't know if it's a good idea or bad. Maybe we'll save that for like the last 15 minutes of the show, like punch it up live. But you guys gotta promise. You gotta promise clean. It's still a family-friendly channel. So no dropping the F-bomb like a certain Canadian.
Totally on special
dressing up his
occasions.
Fun King 3D logo to get candy for himself. Yeah. I'm Uncle Ron is texting me live. This is going to be scary. Oh, yep, I was right. That's scary. Did he send that to me in a text? Was that text? Yeah, I can't share that. But I'm sure that's all. That's. There's no padding in that costume, is there? That's all Uncle Ron. Um, yeah, I also have a printed solid box.
Oh, there you go. I think I've got mine sitting by the side. I'm gonna pause for like 2 minutes to run downstairs and see if I can find my 3D pen.
Okay,
I think I'd
yeah,
probably have
that's fine.
better
I
luck
can
with that.
I can entertain people for a couple of minutes.
Okay, I will be right back.
Okay, make sure you turn off your speaker so you can't hear us say anything bad about you. Wow, and then I was alone. So it's been a couple weeks since we've had an opportunity to chit chat. Last week's cancellation was a last minute situation, and then it was I can't remember if it was last night or this morning that I realized that today was Halloween and that that it was going to be cutting it close and stuff. So James and I just decided that an hour would be okay. At least we'd give you a little something. Oh, that's good. My wife just texted me and said that they are at the first trick or treating place, and it looks fantastic. And they have. Oh, thank you, John Mack. It is greatly appreciated because I really suck at following through on things. So, yeah. So I just I thought we would give you guys at least an hour. Like because we do this for you, we don't do it for ourselves. It's been a great couple of weeks in the garage. I have made significant progress on my project. I haven't made significant progress on the video side of it. Sean and I need to work through some technical difficulties as far as file sharing. But I have filmed a ton of content. I have a feeling that I will have been driving that truck for a year before you guys get to see the last video of this series. But it is going along. It is going along really well. I spent yesterday and today building a downpipe for it, which if you don't know what that is, it's the piece of exhaust that goes between the outlet of the turbo and the inlet of the actual exhaust system. And so, of course, on one side it has to be Dodge, and on the other side it has to be Ford. So that's been fun. I just have to get that all welded up, and it'll be complete. But I've had the body down back onto the truck a couple of times for checking fitment. Everything fits wonderfully, and now this week I have to spend a crap ton more money, and we should be really close to fixing it. I have a feeling I'll be getting a Christmas card from Discover this year for sure. So, Uncle Ron said he sent that picture through Twitter. I'm assuming that means it's okay to share. I have to figure out how I want to share this best without open image in a new tab. Let's try that. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then I got to do a screen share. Hey, look at that. It's Kris Kringle. Or Krispy Kringle. Well, Krispy Kreme. I don't know. It's one of those. That's a really great costume. Like, it's a really good suit. And then it's really funny that it's Halloween and you got like a some kind of a ghost there in the background. That's good stuff. Appreciate you sharing that with us. Yeah, but they don't know what you look like in your other personality. Yeah, Mitch, that's Uncle Ron. No, that's Santa Claus. I'm double fisting Coke Zeros today, by the way. I am really tired out and need the caffeine, so Hello, Tom. How are you? So what do you guys think about that whole idea of sharing the stream? Is anybody interested in popping in for just a minute or two? Pretty much just to say hi and show off your face so people can see what you look like. Give you 15 seconds of fame. I want a pony and Hot Wheels and a Lego Millennium Falcon. Oh, yeah, Christmas light installation is already delayed. We were supposed to start this weekend and didn't. So I'm hoping that I can get the man lift and get that set up for next weekend. And then so we can start getting Christmas lights up. Really, it comes down to I haven't wanted to take time away from the garage project, but it definitely has to happen now. Mark said, I'm not sure if this group could handle my mug. Yeah, it was something that I thought about doing. I actually have Fun King 3D has a phone line. I mean, I got it for Fun King 3D with the intent of being able to hook my phone into the mixer and people could call and we could take phone calls on the air. But I could never get the volume quite right, and then I just kind of gave up because that's how I do things. If it doesn't work immediately, I just give up. I mean, take Xander for instance. Nothing. It's not funny if you miss the whole thing. You didn't do anything. I said when it comes to stuff, like if it doesn't just work right away, I give up on it. I said that's the way I do things. Take Xander for instance.
Ouch. All right. I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep now.
On your huge pillow?
On my huge pillow. Multiple. That's how much I'm gonna cry. You making me tear up.
Are you going down to make food?
Yes.
I'd love to have some chicken nuggets.
Oh, would you really?
Yeah, I would.
If you didn't say such a hurtful comment, maybe I would get you.
It wasn't hurtful towards you. It was.
I heard correctly by this.
It was.
My heart is broken.
It was hurtful towards me, not.
No, I'm hurt by this. I'm not getting any chicken nuggets.
Oh. John Max said, just do call in from Discord. I know that's how Walter did it for a while, but I can't say I'm very good with Discord either. Fun King 3D actually has a Discord server too that I've never released out to the public. So poor Xander. Yeah. There's one thing about Xander, he will not grow up thin-skinned, that's for sure. I've poisoned nuggets maybe. I have definitely taught that boy to be tough, skin-wise anyway. But Mitch said, I'll call in, I'm getting food. Oh, Fazoli's. God, I haven't eaten at a Fazoli's in a long time. I don't even know if we have any left of those. So, yeah, I ran down last Saturday. Not yesterday, Saturday, but a week ago yesterday, I ran down to Orlando to a junkyard to get some parts. And because that's why you go to a junkyard. I don't know why I felt I had to throw that part in there. But and while I was down there, it was lunchtime. And I thought, oh, it's lunchtime. I could go eat at White Castle. But unfortunately, it was like way on the other side of town from where I was. So I did not get White Castle while I was in Orlando. The family would have been quite mad that I ate at White Castle without them, but that's what they get for not riding with me to Orlando, right? I think James quit. He's like, I've had enough. I'm out of here. Yeah, he hung the skeleton on the door and the hook gave up and fell and broke his skeleton. Boy, were his legs tired. Hey, look, there he is.
I've been sitting here for a minute. I've been trying to get my power bar in hand so I could plug in this guy. I don't know how well this is gonna work, to be honest.
Well, it'll be interesting to see.
It's just
Yeah,
right now.
James is ghostly silent. I came in from the garage today, and I was filthy because I'm using the pipe, the exhaust pipe from the Dodge, like one section of the Ford, and then all this pipe from the Dodge, which has been previously used, so it's all full of soot inside. So like when you touch it, like you're just full of soot. But I came in and I'm all dirty, and I said to the wife, I said, "Man, I am exhausted." And I stood there for a minute, and I looked at her, and I said, "And it's from building an exhaust." She's like, "Get out of here." Overrun said, "I'm flying down Thursday, so I can't bring White Castle. May cause an in-flight disaster." Yeah, I don't know if they'd let you bring that on the plane. I think that's hazardous material. Nope. We've got one. We've got one now, and it's close enough to go and far enough away to not go too many times. So Chris Lane rolling in with man who run in front of car get tired, man who run behind car get exhausted.
Do you want Arby's sauce?
Yeah, of course I want Arby's sauce. Why do you think that I get
Get
5
yourself.
million packets every time I go there? So they always, when you go through Arby's, they always say, "Would you like any sauces?" And I say, "Yes, I would like as many packets of Arby's sauce as you will give me." And sometimes they will only give me like 3 or 4, and sometimes the people are really cool and give me like a half a bag. But I love Arby's sauce on chicken nuggets.
Well, the
It
only
wasn't
problem now
close
is
enough
this.
when you were in the same city. Well, no, because the traffic, the traffic between where I was, it would have taken me longer to get to White Castle than it would have just to go home. So, and then I ended up eating Popeye's chicken, and let me tell you what, it was fantastic.
Do you love that chicken from Popeyes?
I do love that chicken from Popeyes, and it was the new Popeyes that they built, and it wasn't busy, and the chicken came out like super hot and fresh. Oh, it was perfect. It's perfect. Props to that Popeyes. No props to the other Popeyes because you guys suck. Mitch said, "I just got Arby's, used a bunch of coupons." Yep. Yeah, we decided we're not eating at Arby's anymore without coupons. They send out great coupons, and we never use them. And then, like, we get home and we're like, "Oh, we should have used these coupons." And then we find out it would have cost us half as much to eat there. So, and then Harbor Freight, which there's still time if you have a Harbor Freight near you. Harbor Freight had a deal this weekend that was 30% off items under $10, up to five items in store, only one online, 5 items in store. So Sean and I went there yesterday, and I got some TIG welding rods, which are $9.99, so that worked out really nice, and some hose clamps and some shop towels. And then today, hello, local maker. I believe that's Michigan. Am I? Michigan? But I ran back today after church and picked up more hose clamps because the hose clamps are normally $5.99. So I got them for like $4.15, which is a heck of a great deal for hose clamps. So, and you can get that coupon on their website. I should share. I know that this channel isn't really about tools, but we do use tools, and I know a lot of us shop at Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight's bringing back the coupons, and I don't know if I was supposed to know that. I don't know if the I was going to call him a kid, the young man that was running the register. I don't know if he was supposed to tell me that, but he did. He said that that the stores lost a tremendous amount of traffic when they got rid of the coupons. So if you're a fan of the Harbor Freight coupons, which I am, they're coming back. Mark said if you don't have those clamps, then you're hosed. Which can be really bad depending on what's in that hose. What you making there? Making some Ritz?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the blue. It's also not feeding properly, so I keep having to push on the filament to get it to go through. So I think it's
got
a
all
tension
kinds of
problem.
problems.
What was that?
You got all kinds of problems.
Yeah, I'm kind of just about at my wit's end. It's been.
Mitch said, "I want a Harbor Freight tool cart, but waiting for a deal." Yeah, they haven't had good deals on any of their tool storage stuff lately. But I've been eyeballing that tool cart too, the one with the drawers. It comes in yellow, and you can get for $10 more. You can get these things that snap onto the handles to turn them black. So it's a black and yellow tool cart. Tom Lama rolls in with Sup, Fun Slash, and King Stab. Mike, Never Let the Machines Win, has also joined us. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Just, raise your hand and let me know that you're here. Tom Lama says that my audio isn't good. Is my audio not good?
It sounds fine to me, but I'm using laptop speakers to listen to it, so.
Yeah, I don't know if I can change it once I am audio. No, it's through my high definition microphones.
You sound better there for right now. I can't see what you did.
So do I need to have it closer? Is that the problem?
Maybe.
But then you can see it. Then I gotta sit here like I'm some kind of a weird radio broadcaster.
Aren't you though?
Yeah, but I don't want people to know that.
Well, one leg is reattached.
I think it adds a little something to it having the blue. And then you need to. Oh, that's how you should have fixed it. You should have just stuck it together with Band-Aids.
A little Band-Aid solution is what you're saying?
Yeah, just bandage him up. Oh, Uncle Ron said 3D printed cast for it. Tom said it's not terrible. It just has that sound. I think it's because these mics are so far away. I was trying to keep them out of view. I got to get my my lapel mic situation worked out. Glenn and ASMR. No, that's never going to happen with this voice. So what is everybody else working on? Somebody's got to have a cool project going on. I mean, James is working on something. Everything that I'm working on, I can't bring into the house.
Not with that attitude, you can't.
Well, I could bring it in one piece at a time, but then I'd have to take it back out one piece at a time. And yeah, I've been forbade. I've been told I'm not allowed to weld in the house.
Oh, that's only an issue until she needs something welded. So your mission is to go break something of hers that you can then weld back together and be like, see?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's ever been anything that I weld. I mean, there's stuff in the house that I welded together, but I don't know if I ever welded anything in here while I was building. But Nadav said, working on upgrade to my Voron 2.4.
I appear to be missing an arm.
That could be a problem.
This is gonna be.
I'm gonna go ahead and crack open this printed solid box.
Go for it.
If you haven't
I
opened
apologize to everybody that I'm ignoring in chat for the moment. We
well, if you haven't
precious
opened your
time before
printed
the
solid
first
box yet, too bad for you.
what was that?
I said if you haven't opened your printed solid box yet, too bad for you.
I have not.
Because I like to open them here live, even though Dave's not here. At least I haven't seen him.
Oh yeah, you asked if I was going to tell people last Sunday. Last Sunday, just about the time we would have gone live with this, my grandmother passed away. So I'd gotten a phone call or the message earlier in the day that she was in the process of saying goodbye.
And how old was she?
She was 100 and a half.
100 and a half.
100 years, one half, and one half a year.
That's pretty good, though. I mean, that's definitely not an age to shake a stick at. You know, like that's a good
Nope.
run.
She kept going for a long time. My grandfather passed away all the way back in the 80s, so she was running solo for a while there.
I think I also passed away in the 80s.
I made sure to spit on all of the
You
chicken
spit on all of
Yes.
them? Excellent. That's extra flavor.
By the,
What?
by the way, that's the end of the Arby's sauce.
No way. Man, you must be packing it in. All right, that means we have to go eat at Arby's. Hey, Arby's, if you're listening, please mail us more sauce. Ooh, these are nice colors. These are nice colors. So I'm going to eat on stream today. I haven't done that in a while, but I know some people don't like it, but I'll try not to chew into the microphone. Clint said, my biggest project to date is a 4 feet high Dobby from Harry Potter. About 600 print hours on it. Just need to put it together and paint it. Wow, that's impressive. My biggest 3D print project's only like foot tall. Got lots of ideas, just never. Oh, Uncle Ron said I didn't die in the 80s. I just smell like I did. All right, I got to read the letter. I got to read the letter from Dave. I think he writes these just for me. I really wish Dave was here. Somebody shake Dave and tell him to get in here. I'm not going to read that, local maker. I guess somebody else can, but I'm going to read that. I'm going to read that whole thing. So, all right, spool number 1 is mixtape number 10 PLA, which is the blue one, and it's a very lovely blue. Who's messaging me now? Cannot share this picture. Oh, okay. Mark's sending me pictures that I'm not allowed to share. It's a good thing you tell me because I like to share everything. That is awesome. Oh, that's so awesome. Too bad that you guys can't see it. Okay, so back in college, David was studying filmmaking, but he was also a very accomplished and certified computer engineer and trainer before going to college. In fact, David was a certified Avid trainer, and to pay for college, he would drive up to Atlanta every weekend to teach Avid Media composer editing classes. Well, David was scheduled to take an editing class because it was required for a college degree. David knew the class was going to be an easy A. The weekend before the class, David was teaching his course in Atlanta. One of his students' names looked familiar to David, but he couldn't quite put his finger on it. Shouldn't put your fingers on your students, Dave. The course ended, and David would head back to college ready to start that editing class on Monday. The professor walked in and saw David and went full ghost white. David smiled and gave a thumbs up after recognizing they were just in his class the day before, learning how to teach the class David was now in. Nothing else was said after that, and David got an A+. David was hired by the college, and they gave him keys and full access to the entire building. He was still young and had more socially in common with the students than the staff, so David rode a very weird line of staff/student through all of college. I have to read that line again because he was still young and had more socially in common with the students than the staff. So David rode a very weird line of staff/student through all of college. David, do you have somebody proofreading this? Because that can definitely be taken in a very wrong way. He was a bit of a Star Wars nerd, and one night he abused his powers of access to the building and got some of his closest friends together to watch all 3 Star Wars movies. At one time, there were only 3 Star Wars movies. Don't believe me? Ask your parents. We set up in Studio A with the giant projector and huge stereo system, and we were ready. We were ready for the night of VHS fun. If you guys don't know what VHS is, ask your parents. Since David was official staff, he could come and go anytime and give access to any students he wanted, and the security guards couldn't do anything about it. Full power move all around on David's part. Still trying to figure out how this has anything to do with the blue PLA. Well, remember that scene? Here we go. Remember that scene when you saw the Force ghost of Obi-Wan? Spoiler alert! Holy crap. Maybe somebody hasn't seen it yet. Yoda and Anakin. Sebastian Shaw, not Hayden Christensen. This is that blue. So print out your favorite Force ghost just in time for Halloween. Well, it'd be too late now, but that was good.
Well, I mean, you know how fast your printer is.
Yeah, I
You can
guess.
still get it done before midnight.
So spool number 2, PETG, printed solid red. PETG, 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 PETG. I can't do it. And then at the end it says PETG, it's red.
Well, we're
That would have taken a long time to read that.
almost there.
Thank you, Dave, for another awesome box this month. I am excited. I was actually going to order some red PETG because I'm doing a project. Don't really want to give it away. I'm doing a project that requires both red and blue PETG, and I already have blue printed solid PETG. Now I have red.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I just gotta go see if I can grab the other arm either off the deck where it broke off or the
I'm
table.
gonna eat some chicken nuggets.
Nuggy.
Chris Lane said we should have Glenn and Ivan Miranda on stream together, and they can discuss whether yellow or red is a better filming color. We've actually already had that discussion in the Twitter DMs. But it's no secret. I'm actually not a fan of yellow. Not that I dislike yellow, but yellow is by far not my favorite color. I actually like red better than yellow, but the Fun King was already yellow when I started to use him. And he would look really funny in red. So, yes. That was a fun box. I don't know if Dave ran out of time, and that's why he just wrote PETG, 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 PETG. Try that at home. It's fun. But I am building quite the collection of filaments right now, and I'm not burning through them as fast as I should. So I do also have this month's maker box. But Zach would be really, really upset if I opened that without him. So I did not get, they have a PETG only subscription now. So for those of you who don't know, there was 3 subscriptions you could get. You can get what they call the Easy Box, which was just PLAs. You can get the Explorer Box, which is the one that I get, and then you can get the Everything Box, which is all the PLAs, as well as whatever's in the Everything Box, or the Explorer Box. And I always went for the Explorer Box because it's the more unique filaments, and I have enough PLAs. But I'm very intrigued with going with the PETG box, so I might get them to send me that next month. So just do it anyway. Mark, that's mean. Tom Lama said, we already did a Pumpkin King for, today, but red. Santa King, Angry King. Can you give them little horns, make them the Devil King?
And I'm back.
In fact, the red Fun King could be the sad King.
He is once again all together.
So that worked then.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with it too much. But good enough for this year.
Excellent. How long did that take to print all that?
I'm gonna say a day and a half to 2 days. I printed him pretty hollow. He's I think 10% or 5% infill and 2 perimeters, and I just added an extra layer on the top to make sure that it was nice and solid.
And if you would have done them in PETG, you would have bounced instead of broke.
Could be, yeah. PLA doesn't do that impact damage too good.
Oh, I have a guest at the door.
Now it's just up to me.
Well, hello, welcome to the Fun King studio.
Oh, it's gonna be Sean, Mr. Nanigans, I bet.
Nope, it's my bestest friend.
Oh,
Of the 3 cats that I have, this one's my favorite. Don't tell the other 2. But
isn't your favorite whichever one happens to be with you at the time?
no, she's legitimately my favorite. She's absolutely my buddy. Plays fetch with me. She's awesome.
I had high hopes for the video for those Halloween decorations, and it just womp womp.
Tom was asking where the Pumpkin King was. He's here. I keep them on my shelf, Tom, as well as the Pumpkin King Pez dispenser, which happens to be empty. Not because I ate it all. I never loaded it up. I'm diabetic.
I was already with a mask for today's stream. This is why I was going with slash and stab instead of print and play.
I almost put on my whole pirate garb. Oh, what an improvement.
I know, right?
Our ratings are going to go through the roof.
I'm a killer addition to the crew.
Yeah, we do have a light audience today, but I kind of expected that. And of course, Andy's missing again today, so I hope Andy's okay. I did fill everybody in last time, right? That he was okay. He just wasn't on the stream. I worry about you people when you're missing. I mean, 1, because like I consider you family, and 2, because then my watch time goes down.
How muffled am I through this mask?
What's that?
How muffled am I through this mask?
Not bad. I mean, a little, but not bad.
Uncle Ron says Gene Simmons.
Only if you painted it like a tongue. I should have kept the printed solid box up here. You can't see the logo. Guess I could just. I got like 5,000 printed solid stickers. Are the nuggets poisoned? No, but it did say he spit on all of them. And he makes so many. Like, he made me twice what I can eat here, but.
Well, it's because he knows that you can accomplish it if you put your mind to it.
Mark said, looking at my Fun King stock portfolio. Nope, it's not gaining ground. Well, then you're invested in the wrong Fun King. Speaking of, I am a proud owner of Shiba Inu cryptocurrency. And this week has been glorious. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster. Like literally hour by hour. It's like, yay, yay, but
Is Shiba Inu a separate coin from Dogecoin, or is that just a different name for it?
No, it's a completely different coin.
Okay.
So the problem with the SHIB token is that there was so many of them, like into the quadrillions, if I understand correctly. And they immediately gave half of all coin available to the founder of Ethereum. And he ended up donating like $1 billion worth to the India COVID fund and burned the rest. So that pumped the amount up. But yeah, it's had a pretty good rally lately, and they're rumoring that that Robinhood is going to pick it up and trade it. So here's hoping, because I got 15 million of them things.
Trying to get yourself rich?
Well, if it goes to $1, which it never will, if it goes to $1, I'll buy everybody in this stream a roll of filament. I told Zach the other day that the value was going up on my SHIB. And he said, is it worth $2 million now? And I said, no. You'll know when it's worth $2 million because I'm going to hire a guy that just follows you around and says, pick up your toys or I'm going to get a garbage bag. Pick up your toys or I'm going to get a garbage bag. Chris Lane said there's a ton of Dogecoin wannabes. I'm surprised this one took off. Yeah, well, now Doge is a Shiba Inu wannabe.
So you didn't invest in it. You really dodged a bullet there.
Well, I have Dogecoin too.
I've got Bitcoin and Ethereum.
I have Bitcoin, but just a tiny, tiny little bit.
I invested $250 in a Bitcoin miner 7 or 8 years ago, and I have I mined 2 full Bitcoins, sold them when they were at $1,500. Yeah. Thing is though, they tanked after the first time they hit 1,500. They tanked after that. I sold at within $100 of the high point, and then they were down for quite a while. But I saved 0.121 something of a Bitcoin, which is worth between 8 and 10K US or Canadian right now. So
yeah, my Ethereum, I only own just a tiny, tiny bit of Ethereum.
Yeah, I think I have $80 worth of Ethereum.
Well, my Ethereum right now is worth $47. I own 0.011 of Ethereum. I own 0.6 of Ethereum Classic. But nobody ever talks about Ethereum Classic. Does it ever have a chance of going anywhere? Because now it's worth half what I paid for it. So I almost want to sell that off.
You should trade it for Ethereum 0.
Ethereum 0?
Yeah.
I see what you did there. No, I thought about like trading it off into, putting it into Doge or Bitcoin or whatever. I mean, it's just a tiny little amount, but it's a tiny little amount. I'm just going to leave it sit. I don't care if it disappears. I've wasted more money on stupider things, So, and that's kind of how I feel about the Bitcoin. My Bitcoin's never going to go anywhere. There's like a whole bunch of zeros after the decimal point on how much Bitcoin that I own. It'll take a second. It'll come up. Oh, and I've even lost money on that in the last couple of days. Great. I bought $18 worth of Bitcoin when I bought it, and it's now worth $28. So I've made $10 on Bitcoin, and this was back, Mitch, when I was asking you about how to buy or Doge. I don't even see where it tells me how much I own. Oh, I own 0.00040961. So tiny, so tiny. But someday when Bitcoin hits $1 billion a coin, I'll be dead. Mark said, y'all know that stuff isn't worth the paper it's printed on. That's where you're wrong. I mean, right now my Bitcoin is worth $28.52, and I can cash it in for that.
That's several pads of paper.
That's a lot of Post-it notes. I mean, I can get a good stack of Post-it notes for that. But yeah, it's I didn't do it to become a billionaire. That just happened by chance. I mean, no, I didn't. I got into it just for the fun of it. I wanted to get into Doge because it was going to be the next big thing. And I kind of already got into it too late. And I got Xander to buy into it. I won't say, let's rephrase that. I allowed Xander to buy into it. He bought $20 worth when it was like 70 cents. That was the weekend that Musk was supposed to say something about it on Saturday Night Live and failed the community. And it dropped to like half. But I always told him that, if it ever came down to it, I'd give him his $20 back. But now they're rumoring it's going to hit like $2.50 in the next 6 weeks. So
I like money.
yeah, if somebody in the Twitter community had said that they had, I think it was Bitcoin, and they ended up selling off all their Bitcoin to buy like a graphics card or something for their computer back years and years ago. And if they would have still had it today, they would have been a billionaire. But that's part of the roller coaster. I don't spend money that I don't have on it. Like, I'm not mortgaging my house and buying, $27 worth. No, that's not fair. I have a nice house, but yeah, I've just put little bits in. I spent a total of $160 over the course of like a month on SHIB token, and it's right now worth, I don't mind sharing my finances with you guys. My SHIB right now, which is down, it was like a few $100s higher. My SHIB right now is worth $990. So I went from $160 to $990. Well, now $983. Thanks, whoever just made it drop. But like 3 days ago, it was worth like $1,300.
So the other thing I was considering doing while we were streaming, I could go live from my phone and give a quick walkthrough of the decorations I put outside if anybody's interested. Or I could just point them to the video that I did.
Or you could do that.
Yeah. What do you think I should do, Glenn?
I don't know. Leave the choice to the people.
Would you rather have a live walkthrough, or would you rather watch the video after the stream's
Well,
done?
we only have like
Or-
10 minutes left, so
I mean, it's 30 seconds worth of decorations.
well, it depends on how much effort you want to go through to do it.
Well, we're leaving it up to the people. I think probably a good chunk of the ones in here have already seen it, to be honest.
Mike, never let the machines win, says I have 2% of one Bitcoin. That could be worth something someday. 2% of a Bitcoin is a pretty decent amount. But he said it was a learning experience. And that's how it happened with me. So I ended up, like I said, I bought the Bitcoin originally to use it to buy Dogecoin, but then I figured out I could buy Doge without it. And so I just let it sit. And I'm going to leave it sit. And then my great grandchildren will look and go, look at this guy. You had whatever this Bitcoin is. It'll be worth nothing.
I just saw a post on the Twitterverse that said, due to staffing shortages, anyone dressed as a sexy nurse will be required to pick up a shift this Halloween season.
Oh, Tom said that the the ship value went down because people found out I have some.
That makes sense.
Well, it's just funny every time. So it's the value on it right now is like I think it's 0.000. I think it's 3 zeros. No, 4 zeros. But every time that it goes up a solid digit, every time it goes, like it's now 4 zeros and a 6. So when it goes to 4 zeros and a 7, I make $150. But on the flip side, when it drops from 7 to 6, I lose $150. And I'm not one of those kind of people that like sell and then wait for it to drop and then buy more back. Like I don't know. I don't have time for that because I'd end up selling at 7 and then it would go to 10 and I'd kick myself. I'd rather just let it run and it either goes to 0 or it goes to something worth money. So,
Hey, Glenn, I see you're drinking the new fancy Coke Zero, and I'm still drinking the old-fashioned one.
I can't find any of the old stuff.
Do you know how you find it?
You have to look at the can.
You look for the caffeine-free stuff.
Oh, yeah, but that's got to taste even more, like even not more different, but different also.
I can't tell the difference flavor-wise between the original Coke Zero recipe and the caffeine-free Coke Zero.
Oh, really?
recipe.
Because like I like caffeine-free Diet Coke. I don't like regular Diet Coke.
Oh, there's a taste difference?
Oh, absolutely. Day and night.
I mean, I guess I'll never know for sure now because I don't think I can get a can of the original non-caffeine-free stuff to actually, I think I have 2 of them left in the fridge. I was supposed to do a side-by-side taste test between the new one and the old one.
Yeah. Well, for a while there, you could look inside the box and look for the black and red can.
Yeah.
And still, even in the new boxes, some of them had old cans, but I don't really care. The new stuff is just fine to me. I don't really care.
I find it actually tastes more like actual Coke than original Coke Zero did.
Yeah, I don't know. Xander doesn't like it, but
Xander doesn't count.
yeah, overall, we've decreased our pop intake in this household significantly. My doctor kept yelling at me to drink more water for some reason. And
yeah, that's the speech with my doctor too. She said, "How much water do you drink on a daily basis?" I said, "Oh, we should probably average it out over a week then to get you a proper number."
Well, there's water in pop, but also anything that's caffeinated. Caffeine causes you to become dehydrated. So even though soda pop is majority water, you don't get the benefit of it. So, which brings me to my next shout out. I want to thank Mio for sponsoring. Oh no, they didn't sponsor nothing, but I bought a crap ton of that because it makes water tolerable. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, the squirts.
The squirts, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of squirts, can we go political for just a minute?
Oh Lord.
So, here in the United States, our president is Joe Biden. And whether that's by your choice or not, it doesn't matter. That doesn't have anything to do with this story. Today, trending on Twitter was Poopy Pants Biden and my favorite, Shark Week. Not Shark Week, Shark Week. Because apparently a rumor started that he had pooped himself while at the Vatican with the Pope. And whoever came up with Shark Week, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And that brings us to the end of the political talk. Uncle Ron said, see if a Raspberry Pi can taste the difference. Nope, if you put your Raspberry Pi in either one of them, it fails. Well, it's 5:26, and we absolutely have to duck out at 5:30 today because my kid's important to me.
Shall we just start wrapping up now, and that'll give me a chance to get all the rest of these decorations tossed out before the...
Yeah, well, I figured, anything that we got to plug or that we want to talk about as we wrap up, and, I get to tell all the people how awesome they all are. And Clint said Coke regular for the win. And I would agree. If I wasn't diabetic, it would be Coke regular for the death. So, yeah, no regular Coke for me. Plus, I actually took a sip of it not long ago. I can't handle it anymore. It's way, way too sweet. So, yeah. You got anything you want to plug? You got anything coming out this week?
I'll probably have a video coming out this week. I've got a couple that are partially filmed. I just don't know what my timing's like.
I've got one filmed and partially edited.
Oh, that's awesome.
I just haven't gotten the rest of it edited out. Sorry, now I'm gassy. Oh, Uncle Ron said, "Holy poop!" Oof. So, but
if you haven't checked out that video on my channel, people can go take a quick look at it. I'd appreciate it.
Search for it. Do a YouTube search. What did you name it?
I actually don't. I changed the name a couple of times because nobody was clicking on it, so I don't know what it's called right now.
Well, the search is good for your algorithm if you can get people to search it. So
yeah, it is called.
I'm gonna have to put Uncle Ron in timeout.
Designing 3D printable Minecraft decorations.
Can you copy that and paste it into the chat so that people can copy that and paste it into the search?
Let's find out, shall we?
Yes, apparently using the search on YouTube helps the channel more than if somebody just posts a link to it. I don't know if that's true. I just run.
No, it is. Because every time you do a search and your video shows up in the search results, and somebody actually sees the thumbnail, it keeps track of the click-through rate on it. So it's like, oh, this video was presented and people opted for it instead of whatever.
There you go. So I have really nothing to plug. If I can get that video edited this week, which is really going to depend on my workload, then it'll be out whenever I get it done. I have literally, I work my day job. I work 8 to 4, Mondays through the Fridays, and but by 4:01, I am in my dirt clothes and in that garage, because I really want this project done. It's been an absolute joy working through it. I have had a couple of times where wrenches might have been thrown, but for the most part, the project has been going really, really well. Clint wants to know if there will be a stream next Sunday. I believe so.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason not to.
Yeah, I don't foresee there being any problem either. So
it'll be a 2-hour one next week, I would imagine.
Probably so. Yep. Yeah. I may be coming to you live from putting up Christmas lights. I don't know. I might just have one of the kids follow me around with a camera, and I'll wear a microphone, and that'd be fun. I might actually try that, but yeah, there should be a stream. And again, I didn't want to cancel today because I didn't want to have 2 weeks in a row where we didn't, and James's grandma, that was unpreventable, unfortunately. So there was just, and yes, I could have streamed last week without James, but for anybody who's ever streamed, it's actually really difficult to stream by yourself because you don't have banter. Not that I can't talk for 2 hours. Everybody knows I can do that, but anyway, that brings us to the point where I say thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in. And I again apologize for this being only an hour stream, and I didn't even get to do the Punch It Up live, but we will try that one of these days. But each and every one of you are important to us. We do appreciate you being here. You are like family to us. Anytime that you're watching the stream, if you're not a regular, pop something into the chat so that we know that you're there, and then we can acknowledge your existence. Also, we would appreciate the thumbs up. Always makes our day a little better.
I got somebody at the door. I gotta take off.
What's that?
I got somebody at the door in case around.
Oh, this is going to be baller. Please film this. Don't film them, though. I'm not sure what he's filming at this point. Oh, that's trippy. Let's see if we can hear.
Thank you.
Oh, must have been an Amazon delivery or something.
It was an Amazon delivery. You're right.
Bummer. I was hoping it was going to be a trick-or-treater, but there's Andy. Andy sliding in right at the last second. Fantastic to see you, Andy. I mentioned you earlier. I was kind of bummed that you weren't here. So, but Uncle Ron said 3 hours next week. No, I don't think I can do this for 3 hours. James and I are talking about doing a Minecraft stream next week because we haven't done one since the first one. We haven't done one since the last time we did one. So we may do a Minecraft stream next week. If that displeases you, please send an email to complaints@funking3d.com. Just so you know, that email address does not exist and will bounce back to you. Andy says he's been there since the start. Fantastic. I didn't see you post anything earlier, but I'm glad that you're here. So thank you guys for being here. I'm going trick-or-treating with my kid. And no, I don't eat the candy. I only check certain pieces that look suspicious to make sure that they're not poisoned. Thank you all. We love each and every one of you. And until next time, as always, Brent.